Hey guys, this is 97 Lego Maniac, and this is the first video of 2015. Happy New Year to you guys. And here I'm gonna show you guys my custom minifigures of Quicksilver and Mystique from X-Men Days of Future Past, which is one of my favorite superhero movies. And I hope you guys enjoy this. Now, before I start, some people are saying that my customs are saying they're based off of Michael MGF's. That is wrong. They're inspired by MGF, that's one thing, but they're not based off of it. Most of them are based off of reference pictures from Google, or Hot Toys figures. But those who don't have a Hot Toys figure, I just try my best to find any images as I can. So for minifigures like Quicksilver, it may look identical, but it's still my detailing design and how I do it, because it can be. Besides, if you look at Quicksilver, the detailing isn't really that hard, so it may look exactly identical to Michael MGF's. But for something like the Flash, Arrow, and Arsenal, yeah, those guys are my design. And besides, I made them before Michael MGF even started on making the Flash and Arsenal. So I just one guy he said if it was based off of it. No, it's not, because I made it before he did. So obviously it won't be based off of it, right? For some reason I can't reply to his comment, so there's your answer. Yeah. So let's just get started. And here I'm going to take a look at my #1 favorite character from the movie, and who's my first ever custom X-Men minifigure, and that is Quicksilver. So as you can see, this is actually not the jacket from Cape Madness. This was actually a trench coat. It's just I trimmed it. Why didn't I get the jacket? Because that means I have to pay two different two different materials with shipping for each. I didn't want to do that, so it's better to save money. Just buy 6 trench coats and just use one to trim it down. Besides, it looks the same as an AR jacket anyway. So, and they both cost the same. It's just I have to pay for 2 different shippings. So you can see, you can take a look at the head. The head is basically the smile is actually based off of that scene when he was like running on the walls. So yeah, I try to capture that smile. The hairpiece, this is not the accurate hairpiece for him. It's just, it was either using the old Anakin Skywalker hairpiece, the one that I used for Loki, and use that because the goggles that wrapped around it, it kind of made his hair a little bit, I don't know how to describe it. It seems like it's a little more slimmed down a little bit. Now, if he wasn't wearing his goggles, probably this hairpiece would have been accurate. But when I try to use that old Anakin Skywalker hairpiece, I'll show you guys what it looks like. This is what it looks like. And when I try to use, after painting the head, and when I try to look at it and use it, he just looks pretty strange. I mean, it looks like he has a very, very small head, and yeah, this would have been kind of accurate because then if I paint the silver and paint the goggles around, it kind of looks like the goggles are trying to make his reduce the surface area of his hair. It just looked very strange. So yeah, so I did not really like this, and I just thought, and when I just used this and painted it on, he actually looked a lot better than how he could have been. I mean, this would have been pretty accurate, but it just looks very strange, especially with the jacket, because it kind of looks like he has a small head. So, and his the reason why I want to give him a jacket, at first I didn't want to give him a jacket at first, but then I just want to give it to him because because it's really a challenging for him. I want to take a challenge to paint his shirt, and you can see all these letterings. They were a pain. It took me a long time to get it right, and they still don't look a little symmetrical, but I did the best I could. You can see it light nougat skin that I painted on, which is nice, and all these belts. I just noticed I kind of paint the letters a little bit too big, because what I noticed, he has like 2 double belts, so I have to paint one belt like extra skinny and one belt that is the whole part of the torso here. So it looks like it's 1 belt instead of 2, but it doesn't really matter for me. You can see I painted on this recorder thing, all these random dots and all these little pockets, and you can see these gray lines that represent the crease. You can see some of the belt detail on the back, but there's really nothing much to it. And these arms are painted silver because I don't have any extra chrome arm piece except for Nebula, but I need that. And his shoes are also painted as well, and they're with blue laces and all. So yeah, that's basically it. And then I gave him one extra accessory, which are these headphones. And the way to put it on, you first have to like take off his whole entire torso here. You have to put this string back, and it's actually pretty hard to plug this in, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Once you do that, then you have to go inside the jacket and you have to wrap it around his head, and so that way you have like one headphone on this side and one headphone on the other. Again, it's pretty hard to do it because you have to like position everything around. But once you get that, it should work pretty well. But now it's not cooperating. I think I got it. After fiddling with that, there you have his headphones just like dangling down, and yeah, I was thinking like probably gluing it to the side of his head, but then that means how am I supposed to take it off anyway? It's like he didn't really wear them that often. He usually had them just hanging down around his neck anyway. So yeah, that's basically it on Quicksilver. So yep, here's one last look at him. Really cool, and I really love this minifigure because of his shirt design. And this guy is one of my top 5 favorite custom minifigures. So yep, that's basically it. Move on to the next. I never really wanted to make Mystique in the first place, but then after seeing her performance in X-Men Days of Future Past and seeing all these after having these random blue minifigure parts, I decided why not. So here's my own Jennifer Lawrence minifigure, and that's Mystique, and you can see she's really not that hard to make. The only difficult part has to be the head. You can see I'll take off the hair piece. You can see that this head is the same thing like what I did for my Captain America strike suit, Golden Age suit, Yondu so far, and what else? I think that's basically it. So yeah, it's basically a yellow head. I just painted it blue, and I painted the details all around, and I really like her face. You can see try to capture her facial expression. You can see the dark blue lipstick on, and all these. So what I did first, I got black paint and just painted like random like scales like all around her face and on her body. Then after that, I mixed blue, black, and gold, gunmetal silver, and I used it to get to make it look reflective, so it looks like the black is the outline of it. And yeah, I just made like any random details as I could, because her scales are just randomly out of place, so why not just paint it randomly? So that's why they look like a scaly mess. You can see all there, it's just random dots, so it wasn't that hard. And the second hardest thing besides has to be getting her torso, try to make sure it's symmetrical. I know there's this third-party Lego bricks, like I don't know what it's called. I don't know what they're called, but they basically can make like female torsos that has curves. But those are pretty expensive. So besides, just painting the blacks just around the sides actually still makes it a little more feminine anyway. So you can see all these lines from her chest, her belly button, all the muscle line, and the front of the neck. So yeah, that's basically it. And she looks really cool. And I wanted to give her an accessory, probably find a transparent gun, because she used that in the movie against Magneto, but I couldn't find any. Besides, she looks better. She looks really cool like this. And the hairpiece isn't that accurate. This is the Aldrich Killian hairpiece, or the General Zod hairpiece, whatever. But there's nothing else I could really use. Maybe I was thinking of using this before, but it just looks very strange, and it's not that accurate. This is the only accurate thing I could get. And I just recently ordered green stuffs for Yandu and Groot. Probably I can use green stuff to make the extra, make the hair a little bit longer for her, but we'll see. So that's basically it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. So that's basically it on the review of my custom minifigures. I hope you guys enjoyed this. There's still more to go, and I am still making Transformers. It's just that I'm still enjoying my winter break. I want to take a break from it. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video and stick around. And remember to leave some questions about my years in 2014. Some of you guys have asked great questions so far, so keep it up. You can ask many questions you want. You can ask 20 questions. I don't care, because it's been a long year. So and I want to make a really long video for you guys, just so you can get to know me and you can participate too. And so see you guys. That's it.